Good morning children. Welcome to the online class. Today I am going to tell you another two important words, speed and velocity, and what is uniform motion, what is non-uniform motion. Children, already we discussed in the previous class what is a scalar quantity. The physical quantity which has only magnitude but no direction is called as a scalar quantity. For the scalar quantities we won't need any direction. The examples are length, mass, time, speed, distance, etc. What is a vector quantity? The physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction is called as a vector quantity. Examples for this one are displacement, velocity, average velocity, etc. Next, distance. Distance is the length of the path covered by an object in a specific path. Okay children. Next, displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance covered by an object in a specified direction. Therefore, displacement is a vector and distance is a scalar. Children, today I am going to tell you what is speed. So, speed means it is a, first of all, scalar quantity. By this speed, it gives the idea of how fast the body moves. We will hear this word speed in our day-to-day life. How the speed is, how much speed the car is going, with how much speed the vehicle is going. Like this words we will hear. So, what is the speed? Speed gives the idea of how fast the body is moving. And this speed is denoted by the letter V. Speed is denoted by the letter V. And for this speed, we don't require any direction. Therefore, this speed is truly a scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? Speed is a scalar quantity. And what is, it is denoted by the letter V. Speed is denoted by the letter V. And it is denoted as V is equal to, speed is equal to distance by time. How will you define the speed? Distance covered by an object in unit time is called as a speed. Okay children? Distance covered by an object in unit time is known as speed. And this distance is denoted by the letter S children. Distance and displacement, these two are same only, but direction is different for displacement, and there is no distance for measuring distance. Okay children? And what is the letter used to denote this distance? S. Okay na children? The distance is used to denote with the letter S by time, T. So, what is the formula of speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay children, now we will go to CGS unit of CGS. What is the CGS unit of speed? So, already in the previous class, we discussed that speed is measured in centimeters in CGS system. So, C for centimeters. So, distance is measured in centimeters in CGS system, and time is measured in seconds. So, what is the CGS unit of this speed children? Speed CGS unit is centimeters by second children. Next, coming to the MKS unit of this speed. The MKS unit of speed is meters by seconds, because distance is measured in MKS unit as meters. So, M for meters. Therefore, this distance is measured in meters in MKS system. And so, distance in meters and time in seconds. Therefore, MKS unit of this speed is meters by second children. So, before going to this speed, I have to tell what is an instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. That means the speed at any instant. The speed at any instant. That means while you are going in a vehicle, if you want to check what is the speed of that particular vehicle, then if you want to know the speed of that vehicle at that instant, at that time, therefore the speed at that instant is known as instantaneous. Instant, by for instance. So at that time, if you want to know the distance or the speed, then the speed at any instant of is known as instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed is defined as the speed at any instant is known as children instantaneous speed. Now we will go to next topic, velocity. Velocity. Children, speed is also denoted with V, velocity is also denoted with V. But whereas here I kept one arrow mark above this V. This is the indication for this velocity is a vector. Always we measure, we denote vectors as this arrow. Okay children, this arrow length is measured for magnitude, and this arrow mark denotes its direction. So the physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction is known as vector quantity. So in order to denote vector, we should use this arrow mark above that letter. That means that represents that vector, that is a vector quantity. Okay children. Now shall we go to the velocity? So the definition for the speed and velocity are equal. But whereas velocity is a vector quantity, therefore here the direction definitely we should include. So see children, the definition, it gives the idea of how fast the body moves in a specified direction. What I told you, the definition for speed, it gives the idea of how fast the body moves. Here also same children, see, it gives the idea of how fast the body moves, but in a specified direction. Here we have mentioned the direction. That means velocity is a vector quantity, because by seeing the definition we can tell it is a vector quantity. So this is a vector quantity because in the definition itself we have the direction. So I told you that this is a symbol for vector quantity. So now we will come to the formula. How this velocity be defined in the format of a formula. So displacement velocity is equal to displacement by time. See children, this for displacement also we need direction. In the previous class I told you the shortest distance measured traveled by an object is known as displacement. So for the displacement, direction is there. So velocity is equal to displacement by time. Here see children, speed is equal to distance by time, but whereas velocity is equal to displacement by time. For distance we don't need any direction, but displacement we need direction. Only these two are same only, same magnitude, but directions are different. So speed is equal to distance by time, velocity is equal to displacement by time. Speed is a scalar, velocity is a vector, because displacement is vector quantity and time is scalar quantity. I told you in the given formula, if any one of the quantity is vector, then as a whole the quantity itself becomes a vector quantity. Here see children, distance is a scalar quantity. Why? Because we don't need any direction. Time is also a scalar. So this is scalar and distance is a scalar. So totally this speed is a scalar quantity. Okay children, do you understand? Here displacement is a vector and time is a scalar. Therefore in these two, one of them is vector. So finally the velocity of an object is a vector quantity. Now coming to the units. So what is the CGS unit of this velocity? So displacement, for displacement the CGS unit is centimeters and time is seconds. So the same unit, the speed is the CGS unit of speed is centimeters by second, and the CGS unit of velocity is also centimeters by second. The units are same because the displacement or distance, these two are measured in centimeters in CGS and meters in MKS system. Okay children. Now coming to the MKS unit. So displacement is measured in meters in MKS system. Therefore displacement meters, and for time it is seconds. Okay children. So now coming to the next topic, uniform motion. What is uniform motion? So see children, suppose you are going in a vehicle. Okay children. Then you have to observe the time of that vehicle moving in a particular time interval. So here time is our wish. We can choose for every 1 minute, for any 2 seconds, for 10 seconds, for 5 seconds. Okay children, because we have to observe the speed of the vehicle with respect to the time. Okay, as the vehicle is going on with respect to the time, it is moving. Okay children, its speed also increases somewhat and sometimes its speed decreases. Naturally it may happen. So here one person is observing a vehicle. Okay children, so he took the time in seconds. So first 0 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the time is taken in seconds. So here we have to fix the time in seconds. Every 1 second we are observing the how much distance it has covered. Okay children, how much distance the vehicle is moving for every 1 second. Okay, so we have to take the time in hands. Okay children, we have to count. For every 1 second you have to note down. Suppose if that vehicle is moving in the first 0 seconds and is 0, because at 0 seconds means the vehicle didn't start. So the distance covered by it is also 0. Next coming to the 1 second. So in 1 second the distance covered by that one is 4 meters. Here see children, distance is measured in meters. Next coming to the 2. 2 means for 2 seconds it has covered 8 meters, and for 3 seconds it has covered 12 meters. Okay children. Next for 4 seconds it has covered 16 meters. So if the vehicle is going on like this with respect to the time, then how can we able to define this uniform speed or uniform motion of the object? Now we will see. So for you have to consider, you have to take a graph children. So here it is x-axis and the vertical axis is known as y-axis. So here if you keep the plot these points in a graph, so here you have to take the time on x-axis, and here it is the distance. Distance is denoted by the letter S children. So S I am taking on y-axis because it is dependent variable and time is independent variable. So time is in our hands. So you can, I already tell you in the previous lesson. Okay children, time is taken on x-axis and distance is taken on y-axis. Okay children, suppose if you plot the points, then after joining all the points, the graph is like this. So what is the nature of this graph children? It is a straight line. It is a straight line. So if the graph obtained after plotting distance and time on this graph, then if it is a straight line, then we can say that the object is in uniform motion. It is in uniform motion, or it is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. Equal distances. So see children, 4 minus 0, 4. 8 minus 4, 4. 12 minus 8, 4. 16 minus 12, 4. So here the vehicle is covering equal distances with respect to the time. So time 2 minus 1, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So for every 1 second it is covering equal distances in this case children. So we got a straight line. So this nature of the graph represents that the object is in uniform motion. Okay children. Next, how can we define uniform motion? An object is said to be in An object is said to be in uniform motion if its velocity is constant. If the velocity of an object, what is velocity? Distance, displacement by time. Okay children, rate of change of displacement we can tell, or displacement by time. Okay children, if an object is said to be in uniform motion, then definitely its velocity is constant. If its velocity is constant, then only we can say that that object is said to be in uniform motion. Okay children, do you understand this uniform motion? Then we will go to non-uniform motion. So observe another vehicle. Okay children, we have to consider a vehicle which is traveling, okay, and we have to consider here also time and distance. So time is in our hands at our wish. So here also I am taking for every 1 second how much distance that has travelled by that car. Okay children, so here time intervals are equal. 1 minus 0 1, 3 minus 2 1, 4 minus 3 1. But 1 minus 0 1, 4 minus 3 1, 9 minus 4 5, 16 minus 9 7. So here time is equal only children. Here we have taken for every 1 second. But whereas the distance covered by that object is not equal. See children, in the first second it has travelled 1 meter, and in the next 4 meters, in the next third second 9 meters, and in the fourth second it has travelled 16 meters. Okay children, so here the distance travelled by that object is not same, it is not constant. So it is covering unequal distances. Here it is 1, it is 3, 5, 9. But in the previous case all the distances are same covered by that object. But here all the distances covered by this object with respect to the time for a particular time interval, these are not equal. So that's why this type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. So in this non-uniform motion, the velocity changes with time. Velocity means we have to consider that object. Why here we are telling velocity? Because the vehicles going on a track or on a road, they have specific direction. So in that case we have to consider velocity. So in the case of uniform motion, the velocity is constant, but in the case of non-uniform motion, the velocity is changing with time. That means velocity is not constant. If the velocity is not constant, then the type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. Children, do you understand all the topics which I covered in this lesson? Okay children, thank you.